Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. I am so glad you're here. I'm Beth McCullough. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Des Moines, Iowa, here every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central with my sweet husband, Steve.
Hi, everybody.
So you guys, thank you for coming. I'm excited you're here. And we are getting ready to go on a trip. We leave on Saturday. Am I the only one who gets nervous on it before a trip? I'm going to be nervous every day till we leave. Nervous about what to pack, nervous about I have to make up things. Do you do this? I make up deadlines for things that have nothing to do with the trip that have to be done before we go. Don't ask me why. Hopefully I'm not the only one. But
yeah, typically I'll say, you can do that when you get back. You can do that when So I try and help her skinny down the list.
The whole world of everything I don't have done is due before I leave on Saturday. But if you've won a card from me lately, they all went out on the mail Monday morning. Can you believe that? I am all caught up. I don't owe anyone a card as far as I know. So yay for that. Here is the fun card we're making. I don't think I've seen anyone do this. I'm sponging on the modern Christmas paper. A lot of you know I have a stamp camp coming up. And because I'm leaving on my trip, I'm cutting my card kits on Thursday. So if you have any interest in this, I know some of you have already purchased it. You buy the Modern Christmas Suite from me, and then you get everything for free. You do have to pay $6 postage for the card kits. And then a lot of us are using these iridescent foil gems on our projects, but you don't have to buy that from me. You might already have it. You might want to use something else. It's clear with gold sparkles on it. But the suite itself is $89.25. It's number 166006. And if you buy that, or if you could let me know, email me, beth@stampingmom.com. Let me know, because I want to cut and mail the card kits. It is the gift I am giving to myself. So when I return from this trip, I'm not coming home rushing around making your card kits. Plus, they'll probably be done better, don't you think, without jet lag? I don't know.
Well, it depends how much we hurry to get them sent out.
Yeah. Welcome, Nancy, Angie, Chris, Kimberly, Angie. Some of the names are gone. Bev is here. Okay. So you need the ornamental Christmas stamp set. This wishing you peace and joy. I love that. Who doesn't want peace and joy? So I gold embossed that. Can you see it's gold embossed? On the very bottom here. And then this is Melon Mambo cardstock, gold foil strips. And this bubble bath was embossed with the Forever Plaid embossing folder.
That's one of your favorites.
You know, I do use that a lot. But you can use whatever you want. Steve, you better get ready for a story or two. Yay, Kimberly's coming to Stamp Camp. Thank you, Kimberly. She bought the suite and she's all set to go. So thank you very much. Okay, let's make a card. Oh, Alpha. We have Alpha at our church. If you're not interested, no worries. But if you do have any questions and want to know about Christianity, it's free, it's fun. Steve and I have helped run this ministry for several years. We love it, and we think you would love it too. So
it's a lot like Joy Club in that when you first get on, Beth is chatting you up and asking you questions.
Is that the similarity between the two?
Yeah, and so she's kind of our hostess. So you get to spend more time with Beth if you do this class.
Well, this coming Monday is the last time you can sign up. I have the link on my Facebook page at Beth McCullough and also Stamping Mom, or email me if you have questions. But Monday is the deadline to sign up, and that goes every Monday night through this box on the top. That Sundays, that's the in-person one. I'm assuming you don't live in Des Moines. So the online alpha is Monday night, 6:30 to 8:15 Central Time. So
through November 24th.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you for letting me tell you my commercial about alpha. Okay, we're going to start out, make this card 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I went ahead and did the embossing already. I wanted it to be straight. Sometimes you guys make me nervous, okay? So I already did that. Then next, we are going to use 2 pieces of foil. and they are 5.5 inches long and just a quarter wide.
Wait, I'm already behind. So the first thing you did was Melon Mambo cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5.
And then we stamped the sentiment.
Okay, and we stamped the
Just
sentiment.
keep going. Come on, hon.
With
Chip,
Versamar.
chip. You guys, this
Sprinkle
is the
with
second.
gold embossing powder.
I did that.
Okay.
Keep going. I did some things ahead of time. Sorry, I don't want to waste people's time and make you stay here all day. But I also wanted to let you know, look, Debbie's here. Welcome, Debbie. I lost my train of thought. I do some things ahead of time. That's what I do. Okay.
5.5 by 1.25 gold foil.
Right. Okay, so there's two ways you can do this, right? If you're cheap, you can do in the nicest possible way. 1/4-inch strips, and I lined them up and I just taped them on with Scotch tape. So 1/8 of an inch is peeking over the edge. If that's fiddly to you, or you don't care how much you use, if you're not cheap, just slap on a big piece of gold foil that...
Honey, you come by it honestly. You're Norwegian, and you're not going to waste any foil.
Hello, Karen. Thank you, Kimberly. See, Kimberly thinks it's smart also to use the strips. But I literally just taped them on with Scotch tape, okay? I'm not going to put this on here yet because we have lots to do with ornament. And that's one of the first questions I have for you. My ornaments were sponged with Melon Mambo, these 3, and these 2 were sponged with Shy Shamrock. So my question is, for this one, should I make them the same colors, or do you want different colors? See, Judy conserves her paper too. Thank you, Judy. I'm glad I'm not the only one. And Debbie, thank you for liking and sharing the video. If you leave a comment, especially on YouTube, you might win Prize Patrol. Have you run the Prize Patrol banner?
No, but I'll do that right now.
We give away a card that's drawn automatically at the end, so stick around to the end. It doesn't take us too long. If I would be quiet and make the card, we'd be almost done already.
Well, we were trying to figure out what colors to sponge.
Okay, so I would like you to vote. Do I make them all pink? Hello, Pam. I'm glad you're here. Do you like it that a couple of them are Shy Shamrock? Or I could do other colors. The sky is the limit. If you could tell me what you think real quick, that would be awesome.
This is an interactive video.
It's an interactive video, and if I don't get comments, I'll just start sponging. So I'll tell you while I'm waiting. Okay, Pam, when you say always pink, does that mean all 5 are pink? I mean, I could do that. It's a pretty pink card. I do my blender brushes by putting a piece of cardstock. This is my green one, my pink one. I have a yellow, a purple. But I don't have one for each color. All 50 colors of Stampin' Up, I have one green one for all the greens, okay? It works for me, okay? Okay, what are we saying? Love the color combination. Reminds me of DSP. See, Steve was saying, why pink? Okay, I love pink. And Christmas pink is pretty to me. And I love the colors in here. But while I'm waiting to figure out what color to make this, the black, gold, and white. In fact, I've made several cards. I'll show you those real quick while we are waiting to decide what color we're making. Here are a couple of the cards for the Stamp Camp. This is my card kit card. You guys, sign up. You get the stuff to make this. And that video Steve will be recording tomorrow. We did tonight's video right now, but 20 minutes ago we did the one for 2 weeks from now because we'll be gone for 2 weeks.
I need my agent here.
Tomorrow we're doing this. You need your agent.
The work pace is really picked up, and I'm thinking I may need to do a work stoppage to make sure I get paid what I deserve for these rapid fire videos I'm being asked to do.
Okay, so you only have like 3 more videos before we leave on our trip. This is the project that I made. I love this. It's a card and an ornament, and then your recipient can hang this on their Christmas tree. Isn't that pretty? That's what I'm making during the Stamp Camp with a beautiful matching envelope. And then you guys probably were here and saw my pink card. Was this last week?
Fa la 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 la.
And then before that, I have lots of the gold and black cards. Look at this one. I don't think I've shown you this one yet. It's got peekaboos.
See, that one reminds me of a advent calendar.
Yeah. Stampin' Up! Just came out with a new advent calendar today. It is quite a thing.
Okay, so I'm getting that people like the colors you've already got.
So you want pink and green? Yes, Lynn, this is where the ornaments came from. Okay, I'm not a big fussy cutter, but I sat and fussy cut. There's more than this. I also did the pieces. You know how I do the animals with the half body parts? I'm doing a partial ornament card too. I just couldn't stop myself. These ornaments are so easy to cut out. Even if you're not a fussy cutter, you can be, and it's super easy.
So it looks like it's Shy Shamrock and Melon Mambo.
Okay, well, thank you guys for voting. See, Judy does her Christmas projects pink too. You need to get with the program here, Steve.
You know, it just seems kind of off to me. This is Christmas. As a matter of fact, I've been watching you make several Christmas cards now. None of them have actual evergreen green and Christmas red.
Wait, did I open the complaint department?
I'm just requesting one with those colors.
You know, they could go watch videos anywhere with green, evergreen Christmas trees on them. They have to come here, maybe, to get pretty pink Christmas cards. Plus, you're not on those other boring Christmas card videos with trees. So, but I can buy, there's a stamp sale this week on the 18th. 15% off stamp sets and tools. I will buy an evergreen stamp set just for you, Steve. You wanted me to buy more, right? More is better.
I'm liking pink better all the time.
You've changed your mind? Actually, surely I have pink somewhere. I'm going to hold on to this with a bone folder. So I also kind of found it therapeutic to color these. I guess I should have colored them ahead of time.
Well, but you wanted to create the optionality here.
Yeah, I wanted to see what you liked. Okay, so that's going to be enough of this one. And now we're going to do the pink ones. So, do you have any stories to tell about our upcoming trip? Do you have your stroller packed and your car seat?
So we've got this awesome stroller that folds down to like a little square, right? And supposedly it fits in the overhead. And the kids are taking a car seat. And the theory is that if the airline doesn't put someone in their middle seat, James will be able to have his seat and sit in his car seat. But just in case that doesn't happen, they have a car seat cover bag. And it's massive, and it's got shoulder straps on it. So you can put that thing on your back and carry it around. Well, it's big enough you can put this compact stroller in there too, but then it's massively heavy, right? So I explained to everyone, okay, it is conceivable to walk around with this thing on your back, but not for very long.
Steve put the car seat and the stroller in the bag and carried it around.
Well, I had to test it, see if it would work and see how heavy it would be, and then I figured something out, which is I'm not going to carry that thing. I have a son who's much younger than me, strapping young lad, and we'll just put that on his back.
The strapping young lad needs to carry the car seat.
Yes.
So what are you most excited about except for the whiskey in the island?
Well, one of the things I haven't told you about is that it is fall in Scotland already right now. They have their leaves turning, and we are going to see some amazing fall colors. The route that in the places that we're going to the places they have trees that turn colors. Not all of Scotland is like that. Scotland is like Canada. A lot of it is Scotch pines, right? So there's a lot of pine trees in pine forests, but there are places where there's woodland. And so we chose our route specifically so that we go to the places where they have, hopefully, turning leaves and beautiful colors. So we'll get to do that. This is mostly a sightseeing trip. I mean, we're going to stop and see the beautiful glens and vistas, and the rule is, in the RV, whoever sees something shouts it out, and we stop and we take pictures. So, because we never drive more than like 2 hours a day at the most, And we've got we got 4 hours to do it. So, I mean, we'll have plenty of time to stop and take pictures.
There is an agenda. Every day we'll know exactly what we're doing. Okay, let me tell you real quick what I'm doing. I'm taking the top of the ornament. I'm placing the twine. This is the white and gold baker's twine. It's part of that suite. Here's the black and gold one. I'm using the white and gold. And I'm taping it to the top of the ornament.
So the other thing that I haven't told you yet, Beth, is we're staying in London, in the center of the city. Yesterday they had an anti-immigration protest with 110,000 people.
In the center of the city?
In the center of the city.
Where we're staying?
No, it's a little bit east from where we're staying. So, if we come in from the west and just stay where we're at, we'll be fine, right? But I signed up for this service with the State Department where they send you alerts. And I got another alert that they're having other protests on Thursday. So hopefully those people will be tired of that by the time we get there next Sunday.
Could you finish them by Sunday, please?
Yeah, that would be considered. The other thing that's happening right now is our president is going to England. And he's going to be at Windsor Castle, which is to the west of the city. But he's flying home on Thursday, so he'll be out of there by the time we get there. Which is nice that he's vacating.
I was going to say that would probably be a traffic nightmare.
Yeah, otherwise, we're flying to Heathrow and be traffic. And, 'cause when Air Force One flies in, they shut everything down. There's no traffic, there's nothing, right? I experienced this once in Phoenix, Arizona. Almost missed my flight because literally they wouldn't let you drive into the airport at that point. And but good news there is he'll be out of there and he won't muck up our vacation. So we got that going for us too. But we'll just have to see. We want to get the full London experience. So if there's protests, we'll avoid them, but we'll hunker down.
Okay, so are you, Carla? I'm glad you're here. Hello, Kathy. It's time for fudge, Kathy says.
Ooh.
Kathy has a birthday next week, and we are going to be celebrating your birthday in Europe. So happy birthday, Kathy. Your card will be in the mail before we leave. It's on that list. Okay, so I did this with all 5. I just taped it to the top, and then to help secure it, and also because I like it popped up, I'm putting the dimensionals on here. Debbie says, and she commented. She liked, shared, and commented. Debbie, you should win. I wish I could manipulate my prize patrol tonight. That is very sweet of you to support us like that. Okay. So it is warm in here under the lights. Are you warm, Steve?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Usually it's the other way around. Usually you've got really cold hands.
Okay.
I know this for a fact.
The strings are taped on to the top. I did mess around. You can poke a hole in there. I had the strings. You guys, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist sometimes. I wanted them coming. Yeah, I gave up on that. Just tape them to the back. Go ahead and put Stampin' Dimensionals. Now I'm going to take the dimensionals off, and I'm going to place them where I want them with the dimensionals. And I'm going to put this one pretty far down. I'm going to put a mini dimensional on the end of him because it's so long. I know the mini Stampin' Dimensionals are slightly shorter, but slightly shorter is still better than no dimension at all. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the end. And Steve, I'm sure, is going to come up with more things to chat about.
So I agree, Debbie. She may have cold hands, but she has a warm heart. We've all experienced her warm heart. Okay,
so I'm taking the string and I'm pulling it straight up and I'm taping it on the back of the paper. Okay.
And Kathy has ignited everyone's fudge cravings at this point. So
should we tell them what we talked about? Steve and I should I admit this on here? I have a strong family history of diabetes, and I've had high insulin for years. Done everything I could to get it down. Finally, I came to drastic measures, and I quit eating sugar and flour and pretty much carbs of all types except
And she's looking great.
vegetables. And he's saying this because he's doing it with me, and he's lost. I'm just going to gently put these down until I make sure they're exactly where I want them to be. Steve's lost a lot. I've lost a little. But do we still make fudge? We make so much fudge.
So
do we
here's the
still
thing.
do
I
that
can make
when-
fudge without eating it. I mean, I tried just a
Okay.
little bit to make sure it's a good batch, but other than that...
I can't make fudge. I cut and wrap the fudge, and I eat it all. Okay? I can eat a row
The
of fudge.
thing about cutting the fudge is there's always, odd
I
pieces.
need a nose plug. I can smell it.
It is aromatic.
Yeah. So the fudge, we're having a debate whether, I know you guys are used to us making fudge. Would it be so sad? I wonder if our kids would be sad if we didn't make fudge.
Well, I think some of the people on the video would probably be.
My Joy team that comes to my house for Christmas, they might be sad because we've been doing that for a long time. We'll have to think about it.
So, Carla Assel, are you new tonight? Is this the first time you've been on? I'm trying to remember everybody that's new and do a special shout out and say hi. And if you've been here a lot and I've just forgotten, that happens now.
Doesn't it?
I'm getting to
Is
that
it-
age where I forget things every now and then.
Okay, so now they're all on, and I'm just going to pull the string taut, wrap it over the edge, and tape it down.
Well, Carla, special shout out to you anyway. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks for coming back. So, the other thing is we will be going to do a lot of hiking in the glens in Scotland. So we're taking our hiking boots. Hopefully we'll have the weather to do it, because it is the UK, and there's a lot of rain, and so we're taking rain gear. But
We told the kids, just assume it's going to be a downpour the whole time. And then if it's not, it's a bonus. That'll be good.
you set the bar low.
Yeah. I think that's one of the reasons Steve and I like traveling so much, is we really try not to let there's going to be dips and
Every
there's going
day.
to be peaks.
Yep.
And you just go with it. Okay, so they are all taped on the back. Now I'm going to go ahead. You could put this up on dimensionals. I'm not going to, since there's so much dimension already. And then there's one more step after this.
So
Judy, thank you for telling us to have a wonderful trip. We have never been there. We really had never gone to Europe until we went to Ireland in 2023 and Italy in 2024. So this is new to us, getting to do this. We had 4 kids, and traveling with 4 kids was too expensive to go to Europe. So as soon as they left the house, we were like, okay, it's time.
So I envision us having a rainy day and finding a pub cafe and with a fireplace that's already going and playing Monopoly Deal and ending up having just a fabulous time and thinking, I'm kind of glad that it rained today.
Is that the plan?
Well, again, got to make lemons out of lemonade.
Oh.
Sometimes those impromptu audibles you got to call end up being some of the funnest things that you do.
So the kids got a new game last week, and it's called Wizard. And
It's like up and down the river card game.
kind of like euchre without bowers. And Steve hated it on night 1, to be clear, right?
You've got to bid. So you start with 1 card, then the next hand's 2, the next hand's 3. But every time you've got to bid exactly how many tricks you're going to make. And if you don't make your bid, then you automatically get minus 10, no matter how many cards you took. So if you go over or if you go under, you automatically get minus 10. If you make your bid, then you get 20 points plus 10 points for every trick that you took. So it's really hard being exact, because there'll be times when you accidentally take an extra trick that you didn't want and you weren't intending to. And other times you think you got it made and you're going to take the perfect amount, but there's a wild card that people can play, the wizard, and then they take that trick away from you. So the first time we played, I think I finished with minus 30 points because I couldn't do it. And of course, our son, who bought the game because he loved it so much, won. And
Actually, he didn't. My mom won.
Well, that's true. I remember now.
Ryan, you're just saying Ryan won because Ryan always wins.
Yeah. So he took this game. I just got back from Austin. Ryan and I went to see Sean in Austin. And we had
These
a
are our
boys'
two
weekend.
oldest boys.
And we had a wonderful time. But part of it was just watching football and hanging out. And so Ryan said, well, we also have to play this card game because he figures he's going to beat all of us, right? Well, what he forgot is that his oldest brother doesn't care so much about winning if he can make Ryan lose, right? So he was trying to torpedo Ryan every chance he got. Meanwhile, I'm just minding my own business. I won this game 3 times. So, yeah.
Okay, so what I did now is I took mini glue dots, I rolled them up, and I put one on each of these. And before you got on, see, I did save you a little bit of time. I used my ribbon maker pretty close together and made these little bows with the twine. So we have the ribbon up the back and taped on the back, and then the glue dots just have the bow taped on them. And again, I worked with this to see what was the easiest, and for me, this is the easiest. So I hope it's easy for you too. And believe it or not, this is the end of the card. So if you haven't done Prize Patrol, please do it. Hello, Marva. I don't know if we've seen you before, but welcome. Welcome back, Keisha and Becky. Okay, so if you did just get on, I am doing a modern Christmas. You buy the suite from me, and you get the Stamp Camp free. You get 13 card kits, 13 live videos, a written tutorial. It is a super great deal. And if you are interested, I'm cutting those on Thursday. So please let me know soon, today or tomorrow, if you're interested.
Okay, so Marva, look at the bottom of the screen. We have a scroll going across there that tells you how to enter the drawing to win one of these cards. What you do is you just post a comment like you've been doing, but your comment includes hashtag Prize Patrol, all one word, all smashed together. So that's how you enter. And anyone else who hasn't entered, please do it now.
And if your comments aren't showing up and you're on Facebook, you have to give StreamYard permission to do a comment if you're on Facebook. On YouTube, you don't have to do that. Is that true?
That is true.
Okay. So it's best to watch these from YouTube. Here's the StreamYard.com/Facebook. You only have to do that once. Anybody you see that does videos through StreamYard, it will work so your comments show up on those as well. Is everyone ready? Thank you for the likes and the hearts. We really appreciate that.
So,
and by the way, I should say, I don't even know what it's called. We've been doing these every week for years, and we just got to a level of something. I need to figure out exactly what it is.
It was 3,000 views, right?
No, it was more than that. But we reached some level where something happens. I don't know what it is. If you have YouTube videos, you can let me know. But we have 23 people entered for the prize. I will send this out before we leave on Saturday, I promise.
Okay.
But this was a fun card to make. I love, again, that it's pink.
Here we go.
Thank you all for joining us. It is a bright spot in our week, that's for sure.
This is a random generator. We have no idea. Janice
Driver. Yay, Janice. So I will get that off to you, Janice. And thanks, everyone, for watching tonight. Please come back. The 2 weeks we're gone, we have pre-recorded videos. So they will be on. If you leave a comment on YouTube, you will be entered for Prize Patrol the next 2 weeks. So have a blessed week. Reach out if you have any questions, and let me know if you're interested in the Modern Christmas Stamp Camp. And also the stamp sale, 15% off stamps and tools on Wednesday. It's a 24-hour sale. Let me know if you need more details. Have a great week, everyone. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.
Bye.